Hey y'all, it is November the 18th, 2019, and y'all just woke up from a nap, and I got wind of some sort of news, and I'm sure that you heard of it. Alright, it's mind blowing how fast um word will spread about certain topics, especially pertaining to fried chicken. Alright. But as you've seen this, I just wanted to speak on it real quick. CNBC, Chick-fil-A no longer donates to controversial Christian charities after blah, blah, blah. Biz Now, exclusive. Chick-fil-A it's not very exclusive, Biz Now, but Chick-fil-A to stop donations to charities with anti-blah, blah, blah. National Review. Chick-fil-A to end donations to Christian charities after LGBT backlash. This is from Business Insider. Popeyes did not convince Chick-fil-A to stop controversial donations. MSN now, Chick-fil-A is ending donations criticized by LGBTQ activists after years. The Dallas Morning News, Chick-fil-A will end donations to Christian organizations with anti blah blah blah. Cincinnati.com. Here's how to win free. Oh, well, that's actually different. That's how to win a free Chick-fil-A for a year. Cincinnati.com. And as you see, if you never knew about this, the first 100 customers on November 21st will win a digital offer card for a year of free Chick-fil-A meals. And that's interesting. Now they're just doing a card. It used to be that they'd give you they look like business cards, but they were all vouchers. And it's not like you get to eat constantly at Chick-fil-A for a year, but they'll give you 52 free vouchers, which that totals out to one a week. All right, so you can have one a week, and that's nothing to cough at. I mean, 52 free number ones. And you could get a lemonade with that if you want, whatever soft drink you want. And number one, all the way. Um, now they got digital cards, which are just as good, and I guess it enables people to not pass them out so much. I used to ball out. I went to Chick-fil-A to a couple of different their openings. And when I got the vouchers, man, I would ball out, dude. I'd be going to Chick-fil-A. I'd be throwing the cards around and stuff to people, like, as tips or as favors and stuff to different people throughout the community. Anyways, UPI Chick-fil-A to stop funding groups that oppose gay rights. People, Chick-fil-A to stop donations to alleged anti-LGBTQ charities. KBTX, Chick-fil-A Foundation donations to anti-LGBTQ groups, and Chick-fil-A, this is from the advocate.com, Chick-fil-A says it will stop donating to anti-LGBTQ organizations. Many Chick-fil-A fans upset over decision to stop donating to the Salvation Army. That's the CBN News. Okay, so I want to point out that this is definitely not where it ends. Obviously, if you go to the next page, I'm sure you're going to find the same thing over and over. All right. So all these people, number one, they're very much into copying and pasting each other, right? I mean, it's painfully obvious, right? They don't really do their own work, and it's all these people, all these authors, they get paid money to do this. To write the little articles. And number two, I would like to point out that they are all up on the nutsack of Chick-fil-A. Very, very hard. So hard. So hard. All right. And they're giving Chick-fil-A all the publicity that they could ever desire. Like, Chick-fil-A gets so much free publicity that they probably set records for it. Like as far as the world goes, Chick-fil-A has probably been the most successful company ever in the history of the world as far as getting free publicity. I want to point out because I went ahead and I read one of the articles. There's no reason to read all the articles, but I read National Review because I just read one at random. And I got some of the details. And I want to explain that it only took me like 2, 3 minutes to figure out that, okay, what happened was Chick-fil-A had contracts with certain organizations to give charity donations to them over a period of a number of years. They had contracts to do it. All right. And the contract is to include the Salvation Army. I forget. Let's see. Let's just be real official and go to the National Review again. It's just to three different organizations, as you can see right here, like the Salvation Army, the Paul Anderson Youth Home, and the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. All right, which they all oppose same-sex marriage. The company's charity, as the article says, the company's charity, the Chick-fil-A Foundation, has donated millions of dollars to the two organizations. The person who wrote this is stupid as hell, dude. That's actually three organizations, it looks like. I don't know what the hell's wrong with them. Or maybe I'm tripping. I don't know. Either way, okay, they had a contract, right, with these people to give them charities. They didn't stop giving money to anti-LGBTQ, as this pronounced. They didn't stop giving money to them and like pull their support away from them. That isn't what happened. They actually had a contract to give them money over a number of years, and that contract ended. Literally, this is not news. They just started giving money to other organizations, and it's explained in the article. It's having to deal with, I forget where it says it exactly. It's down here or something of charities. It's something to do with education and homelessness and blah, blah, blah. Either way, they're still going to be giving charity donations away. And it's still good. It's still a good thing for them to do. Like, it's still a pretty stand-up thing for them to do. All right. And so people are so obsessed over LGBTQ, this and that they just can't get over it, right? Meanwhile, they're just like, I guess, extremely hateful to Salvation Army and Paul Anderson Youth Home and Fellowship of Christian Athletes. They're so obsessed, all right? It's like, dude, they're celebrating, like they're all losing their minds over it. They're like, oh yes, Chick-fil-A, they've done nothing really, uh, except get free publicity from all y'all losers, all right? And so Chick-fil-A wins again. I can't blame them. I'm still gonna go to Chick-fil-A. I appreciate everybody out there, and I'll holler at y'all a little bit later.